Can we go back to Mr. Mathibe? How much information did the executive committee have before making the decision to let the matter go? Just describe the information that you were given that informed the decision.
Thank you, Chair. At our disposal, it was merely the news headlines that we had received in the media.
Do you think that's enough information upon which to make a decision like this? I don't know, maybe I'm asking a rhetorical question because you already taken the decision on the basis of the headlines. So, did you take any statements from the employee to explain where they got the money?
No.
Okay, don't you think you should have, Mayor?
Well,
I mean, you don't know. I mean, he might get called by Justice Madlanga and then you'd go, oh, oops. You know how bad that would look now.
As I said, Chair, we at that time the mayoral committee arrived at the decision that maybe the matter, it was not in the execution of his duties, it was outside that. But we do take counsel. I mean, leaving this meeting, I think there are certain things that we should have looked at as the city, and I guess we take counsel from you and we'll look at those matters.
Okay, yeah, no, we'll get to the council, Mayor. So the difficulty that I have is an appearance that the mayoral committee was keen to bury the matter. Do you know for certain if the money wasn't the proceeds of unlawful dealings within entities of the municipality? Can you say that for certain? No. I'm trying to illustrate a point, which is you don't know how the employee came across that money. You have no idea. You've admitted that yourself. It is if I propose to you that the money was the proceeds of a bribe in respect of work that needed to be done in that agency, you wouldn't be able to dispute it because you never asked and you never tried to find out.
Thank you, Chair. At the time of the mayoral committee, when the allegations came to the fore, we didn't have grounds to institute any investigation at that time when the media allegations came to the fore. So the mayoral committee then said, let us allow the law enforcement agencies, and obviously if there's any process, we will be guided by what would have come out, because we didn't receive any information about what had transpired, because it transpired in his home and we saw it in the media. And that is why we took that decision as the mayoral committee collectively to say we will be guided by the outcomes of the law enforcement. And as the group had indicated earlier, in the city, in fact, in the mayoral committee, one of the conversations we had, Chair, was that the city would need to look at how we develop a policy because we saw that there was a particular gap to make sure that we are able to deal with these allegations. If a person is found to be in the media on allegations, what steps then can we take internally? Because there is a gap in the policy.
Okay, if I understand the media reports well, they said he had been found with money and then was subsequently arrested, right? Okay, so it's not just media reports. You know for certain that he was arrested. So the media reports are peripheral to the issue that I'm raising here. An employee of the City of Johannesburg was arrested for having a huge sum of money in hard cash. And you guys were not interested in where he got it. You were not interested. I think that much is clear. Have you taken any steps to try and find out where he got the money? Since he was arrested, let's leave the media reports. Have you taken any steps to find out where he got the money? And I think the first step would be to ask him, because as an employer who deals with large sums of money from your own fiscus, you are you have an apprehension now that something is happening within your environment that you didn't know about. That's what I would expect. Have you done anything like that?
From the oversight in terms of the political leadership, no, we have not. But I will also allow if the city manager administratively he would have done. From our side, no.
Thanks, Chair. From our side, through our group governance department, there was a formal correspondence that went through to the board chair and the board in particular to ventilate on the matter and provide a report specifically on this.
Can you say that in English? What did you ask the board to do?
It was specifically for the board to confirm the issues with regard to the media issues and or the possible arrest.
Okay, Dr. Brink, can we just use straight language? We've now dealt with the media issues, so let's leave that out. The man was arrested. We know that for certain. He was arrested, 50,000 rand bail. We know that. What I'm asking is, upon his arrest, upon establishing that he had been arrested, what conversation did you have with the board about the matter?
No, I personally didn't meet with the board.
Who was supposed to deal with the board on this matter?
It's group governance.
Did they do that?
They did through a formal correspondence.
I'm interested in what the correspondence says. You're not telling us. That's the essence of my question.
Yeah, so Chair, maybe give me an opportunity quickly to convene or quickly to check with the group governance department. I'll ask one of the colleagues to go out and then we can share.
Okay, I think what you are saying is that you also never tried to establish, because you would know. I mean, this matter has had national attention. An official has been found with 2 million rand. They've been arrested. I really wouldn't expect to be wanting to go outside and check. I mean, if we know about it here.
No, I'm referring to the fact that you asked for the report. So I'm saying allow me quickly to get the report to the correspondence, which we can then report back exactly what it said.
Okay, so what conversation did you have with group governance?
With the group governance one, at that particular point, there were two related issues. One at City Power and this Joshco one. And to both of those particular boards, I've requested the group governance department to write through to the relevant boards.
Yes, to write and say what?
To confirm the issues and for us to be able to have a report and to understand the allegations that we would have seen or the severity of the issues.
Okay, so when did you do that?
I'll now have to check specifically, but it was specifically during that time.
Yeah, and I'm asking for an approximation, Doc.
I'm saying to you during that time, Chair.
When was that?
At the time of the arrest, a few days or so, around that time.
No, sure. I mean, give us an approximation. Which month?
I'll quickly have to check and confirm. I don't know which date and which month, but I think it was somewhere around what, January, February? I will have to check, Chair. Please provide me with indulgence. Let me get the information.
Okay, no, sure, you can get the information later, but here's my, and let's not break yet. So
can I assist?
No, sure. Can you just allow me to finish, Honorable Doctor? So here's my difficulty. Neither the mayor, nor the MMC concerned, nor the board, or any of you, have ever bothered to find out and know where this gentleman got this money. That much we know, because had you bothered to try and find out, you wouldn't need to go and convene and talk about this matter outside. So I think that much we know. Do you perform lifestyle audits at all on your employees?
That's the process that we are starting now, Chair. The colleagues must just guide me quickly, but I think it was 3 weeks ago or so, where we now received a formal confirmation from SSA to unfold the process, which we will do through our ethics department as well as chiefers.
Okay, so you haven't been doing it.
We're starting with that process now.
Yes, but you haven't been doing that. That's what I'm trying to get at. So there's no questions about what happened here, where this gentleman got this money. Nobody seems interested at all. And to the extent that none of you, from the mayor to anybody in seniority who should know, nobody's interested. The lifestyle audits I don't even know if it's directed at him and any other employees like him, but clearly the first step to take is to obtain a statement from the person and find out what happened here. Where did you get this money? Whose money was it? How did you, in terms of what you earn, you shouldn't have this kind of money. Do you know if they've got any other business interests from which they may have somehow had an awesome cash business that would give them that kind of money in their home, in terms of their declaration of interest?
That is something that will be dealt with within that entity.
Okay, but you don't know.
No.
Okay, do you see that this looks like a cover-up? Can you see how it looks like a cover-up? You know when you don't look, if you don't look, you don't see anything. That's what it looks like. None of you, it looks like their members know more about this issue than you do. And you are in the seat. And you haven't taken any steps whatsoever to try and find out what happened. And the gentleman is back at work. And I'm wondering why that doesn't bother any of you. Why are you not bothered by this? So I'm asking seriously now. Why are you not bothered? No, colleagues, it's a real question. It's, I think members of the public want to know why you are not bothered by this situation at all. Because you clearly aren't. You haven't done anything. Has this matter served in council in any way? Have any councillors raised it? Or the whole city is just not interested?
Not at the council level, Chair, not that I know of.
Okay, all right.